Hey guys, welcome back to another session of Soul Therapy. Today we have a special guest, Travis Scott, okay, aka Jock Berman Webster II. Okay, so we're gonna do a soul therapy session on Mr. Travis Scott because his fans and he feels he is ready to hit the stage again, honey. He says he's ready to get back crunk, get back to raging. Are y'all ready? Well, I want to know, Travis, are you ready? Okay. Are you ready to responsibly put on a show? Okay. With folks' kids. So that's why we're going to have this session today. But as I was pulling up pictures of Travis, of course, Travis' eyes. Okay. I always look at people's eyes because you can tell a lot by them. Okay. And then he tried to have the little braids covering up his eyes. So, his eyes are brown. But he definitely looks sad, okay? And I think I know why, and I don't think I need tarot cards for that, but I'm gonna pull out the tarot cards. But let's read a little bit about his early life, okay? So Jock Berman Webster II was born April the 30th, 1991 in Houston, Texas. It says from the age of 1 through 6 now. Webster lived with his grandmother in South Park, Houston, located in South Central Houston. Now, the neighborhood was notorious for crime and had an impact on young Webster. Now, this had an impact on him at a very young age. From age 1 through 6, he lived with his grandmother now. And you wonder why? I mean, why would someone need to live with a grandmother? Where's his parents? Okay, that's a good question. So, it says, growing up, now this is what he said. Now he had an impact. This living with his grandmother had an impact because the neighborhood was full of crime. Okay, so I get that, right? Now this is the quote that he said about his grandmother. Now remember, the parents are not there right now, but this is the woman who stepped in. You know, he's black, so it's probably a black woman stepped in and took him in when nobody else did, right? So this is what he said about his grandmother. It says, growing up, my grandmother stayed in the hood. My grandmother stayed in the hood. Now that may be facts. But is that the first thing you're going to lead out with your grandmother, about your grandmother? Okay. So he said, growing up, my grandmother stayed in the hood. So I seen random crap. I'm going to paraphrase because he used, he cursing real bad on his Wikipedia page. So he said he's seen a lot of random crap growing up, living in the hood with his grandmother. Okay, I can imagine. He said, this is what he saw. He saw mad bombs now, and crazy spazzed out MFers. I saw people looking weird, hungry, and grimy. Now, this is what he said. He said when he was living in the hood with his grandmother. Now, his grandmother, who's a black woman, he lived in the hood. Who did he see in the hood? Okay, did he see people that looked just like him in the hood? Okay, so I'm assuming that the people in the hood he saw looked just like him, but he saw, or they may look like him, but he may not identify with those people. He did not identify with those people. He said the people in the hood were spazzed out MFers, and he saw them looking weird. Because he don't look weird at all, do he? He said he saw them looking weird. He said he saw them looking hungry. Hungry now. Hungry. Okay. And he saw them looking grimy. Okay. Grimy. He don't look grimy at all, do he? Okay. But he was always like, he said, I was always like, I got to get the F out of this crap. It gave me my edge now. Now, hanging out with these grimy, hungry people that look just like him, it gave him his edge, aka his black card. Okay, it gave him his edge. It made me who I am right now. It gave me my street cred. It gave me my edge. It made me who I am. It made me money who I am right now, even though I'm judging those people. Now, do he have a right to judge those people who made his neighborhood feel unsafe, full of crime? Yes, he did have the right to judge those people. But think about what that did to a young man at ages 1 through 6. When he saw people that looked just like him, who was hungry, grimy, weird. And he always said he had to get away from those people. He knew that he was different from those people that looked just like him, but he don't associate himself with those people. Okay, so we already see there's an identity crisis. And not saying that he's wrong for it, because he don't want to identify with the people who making crime in his neighborhood. But I guess it's okay for him to have a concert where mad crime is happening. But that's okay. That's a whole nother reading. Okay, we here to heal him. Okay, and I'm not saying it's his fault or not his fault. I don't know. That's not this video. We're trying to heal this brother, but we are breaking down what he said. That's what we're doing. So he was always like, I gotta get the F up out of here. It gave me my edge and who I am right now. It says Webster moved to Missouri City, a middle-class suburban area bordering southwest Houston. He moved now, because he got away. He had to get away from the hood and his grandma. Now he moved to, who did he move to? He moved to go live with his parents. Are you serious? He moved to a suburban, middle-class neighborhood to live with his parents. Now you gotta ask, parents? Two. Both his parents are living together in a middle-class family. While remember, he is growing up from age 1 through 6 in a grimy, crime-infested hood with his grandma, his elderly grandmother. Okay. Now we starting to see why this sadness is here. Okay. So he went to go live with his parents. His mother worked for Apple. Not Apple, the warehouse. He worked for Apple. Okay, mama worked for Apple. Okay, and his father ran his own business. His father, not his absent baby, not the absent baby daddy, but his father ran his own business. Okay, and Webster's father is also a soul musician, and his grandfather was a jazz composer. So music was definitely in his family. Webster attended Elkins High School and graduated at 17. During high school, he participated in musical theater. And Webster also attended the University of Texas at San Antonio before he dropped out his second year to fully pursue his career. Now, we know why that sadness is there. He had whole parents, successful parents. Mama working at Apple, daddy owning his own business, daddy is a musician, grandfather is a musician, but yet he living in the hood with his grandmother, his elderly grandmother, who where he was surrounded by people who were grimy and hungry. And he had to get away from that to go live with his family, who was over there living a great life. A great life. Woo. Let's break down. Let's see what alignments, what chakras are out of line for Mr. Jock Berman Webster, because we can see the sadness in his eye. We can see it in every picture. The sadness is there. Okay. Period. So we're going to find out why it's, we know why, but we're going to see how it's affecting him and how to get it back together. So divine angels, what chakras need realigning for Jaquez Berman Webster, aka Travis Scott, and why? Okay. Yeah. He having a sense of completion. What's the first card that's going to come out of here? He feeling incomplete. Incomplete, okay, in his sacral chakra, okay. I wish I had a full body of him, picture of him, okay. So it's down in close to his base chakra, okay, like his foundation. There's an incompletion there. He does not feel completion because there's two people that's missing there. Let's guess who those two people are. Could we say mama, daddy? Huh? Could we say grandpa maybe? He's feeling incomplete because of this situation right here in his sacral chakra. Okay, which deals with his emotions. This deals completely with his emotions. So that's a hole that's there for him. That's why you see his emotion, this blank stare, and you see the sadness. Okay, because he feels there's a sense of loss. He did not have his complete family. He did not have his mother and father at a pivotal time in his life, a time that shaped him. Next, okay, creation. But he was born, really? He was born to create, though, with the creation card. Okay, because as you know, his whole family were musicians. I don't know if grandmama sang. She probably sang in the choir. But as far as his mom, his dad, and his grandfather, they all were musicians, okay? So he came from a long line of people who was able to create, okay, with creation. And therefore, he's able to do that. And he's able to do that from a headspace, okay? A cloudy headspace, okay? Because this right here speaks of somebody that has the ability to work their magic, to be a shaman, to heal. This person can heal. This card speaks of the crown chakra. Okay? The ultimate chakra that touches every part of him. Okay? So this cloudiness that you see in his head, he puts into his creation. He creates from that. Okay? But right now, it's a little cloudy. But I think he operates from a place of cloudiness because of this. Okay? So next, let's find out what's next. What needs to be healed for Mr. Travis Scott? All right. Oh, Jesus. Growth. This card right here. Now look at all these weeds, all these plants trying to grow where? In the emergency room. This is the emergency room. He grew up in a place of emergency. He grew up in a place that was hard. Okay, I just read that. He grew up in a place full of crime. His pivotal moments in his life, his growth that changed his life, like he said, okay, came from him growing up in a place that was very dangerous. A 911 situation, an emergency situation. And that's how he grew. That's where his roots came from. Okay. And then you see some of these roots are above ground. It's like he didn't even have roots to plant. Like how far can your roots grow in the emergency room? Let's keep it real. So and plus he was uprooted. He was uprooted. From 1 to 6, he lived with his grandmother in a crime-infested neighborhood. And he was uprooted to go live with his family in a great neighborhood. But it's like, why was he never there with y'all in the first place? You are his parents. Hello. Aren't you? I mean... No. I mean, if I'm saying something wrong, let me know. But you, the parents, he should have been with you in that nice house, in that nice yard. His first moment should not have been in an emergency dire situation. He should not have seen some of the things he's seen. And he's questioning that. He want to know why. Okay? So next, the next part we have, what chakras need to be realigned for Travis Scott? His instincts. Okay, because he didn't have this foundation that set his emotions straight. His instincts are off sometimes. Okay, he constantly in his head again. You could tell he's in his head. His emotion, no emotions from here on out. You just see emotions here. He's not speaking nothing. You see the sadness, and then he's all in his head creating because of completion. Okay, not being able to see straight, his instincts are a little off. Okay, and that's his complete being. Remember, that's his crown chakra. It's connected to everything, all his chakras. So right now, what's leading the way is his crown chakra is off. Okay. It's spiritual. It's like that's that spiritual connection. That being. Here we go again. Crown chakra again. He got to be able to release. He's not able to release some things from his past. What type of past? He's in the cemetery. Who do you go visit in the cemetery? You don't go visit unknown people in the cemetery. You go visit family in the cemetery, right? People you love, people you hold on to. Okay, he's not able to release what happened to him in his past concerning his family. And he is really sad about it. And he's all in his head. This is the third card that came out about his crown chakra. His main chakra is out of line because of his feelings towards how he confused just like I am. He is confused just like I am. Like, why did he not grow up in this good environment with his two household family, mother, daddy, successful mother and daddy? Instead, he grew up in the hood. Why? So he's not able to release that. So there's a lot of grief that he holds on to, and he's not communicating anything about it. You know, he's not saying anything about it. So he holds it all into his head. Okay. And he has a problem with his self-worth, his love, knowing who he is, okay? Knowing where he came from, okay? This is all his emotions. He does not have control of his emotions at all. Okay, if he know how to even touch them, if he know how to even feel his emotion, because of the way he grew up, he's all in his head, right? Ain't that what we see when we look at him? Somebody who all in his head, but yet sad in his eyes, but not saying a word. Okay, because he does not know his self-worth. He does not know the gifts that are given to him. He do not see himself as a gift. He does not know the gift because of the worth that his family, his parents set for him. Period. Is he not worth you coming back? Okay, let's say that the parents went off to finish college, okay? Was he not worth you coming back to pick him up, to take him back to your home after you graduated? Okay, was he not worth, because I'm sure they probably came back to visit, saw the situation that he was living in, kissed him, probably brought him some toys, probably brought him a few things, and went back to their nice household without the burden of him, the presence of him, okay? So that's going to take a toll on somebody, right? Okay, let's break these cards down. You didn't want him. And then at least that's what he's thinking. You didn't want him. And then the people that he saw that looked like him, he did not identify with. So now this baby got an identity crisis. Okay, because of how he grew up. And he feeling like his self-worth. He don't know his worth, okay? He feel like he was left out in the cold, literally. They got this warm chair here for him to sit down. He don't feel worthy to sit down in that warm chair that's there just for him. He's standing out in the cold, left out. Okay, and he can't release this. He cannot release it. He cannot make sense of this. Okay, so what he do? He may put it in his music. He may create, okay, or he may create dark music that does not really put out his true feeling, but how he's feeling in this moment. He may not even know this is why he's feeling this way, because there's something that's missing. There's something that's missing here, that died, that left him. Okay, and he may not know what it is because his instincts are off. He's not even able to distinguish what this issue is. Okay, now give us more about this completion card here for Travis Scott. Okay, we have intensity. Okay, this is an action card. Him moving forward. Okay, even though he is feeling a sense of incompletion, okay, and he's not really in tune with his emotions and his feelings, but regardless, he's moving forward, okay, with his success. He's moving forward with his life, okay, not feeling emotions, not dealing with emotions, but still moving forward, press and play on his life. He's not letting this hold him back, even though it may be holding back in his eyes. But, you know, in his way, he looking sexy. That's his way of looking sexy. So we got the creation card here. Why is the creation card here? Okay. There's a lot of sorrow here for him. A lot of sadness, a lot of crying, a lot of asking questions. Okay. Confused. Clouds, smoke. Confused. Trying to get a clear understanding. Trying to clear out the smoke. Trying to get a clear understanding. Why didn't they come back and get me? Why did I have to go find them down? Hunt them down? Why? Why did I have to call them and tell them I need them to come? I need to be with them. Okay? Because he was growing up in a 911 situation. He grew up in an emergency situation, in a critical situation. That's how he grew up. That's how his roots were planted. Okay? But there was some compromise that was made. Okay, clearly the parents had to make some compromises. Okay, whether they liked it or not, they may was being a little selfish. It's two people frowned up, trying to explain to him, we have to compromise in order to have what we have. You know, in order for me to be able to get my degree to work at Apple, I had to compromise. I had to leave you with mom so that I could, you know, create a better life. Okay, sis, you created a better life and still didn't come back and get this man. Okay? Where was the compromise in that? Give me more about this growth. Okay? Yeah. And that caused him a lot of stress. That caused him a lot of stress. Probably a lot of stress that he still carried to this day. Trying to perform, trying to make people see his value, trying to make people see this person up here juggling while standing on the ball and the ball about to pop. Okay, his time gonna be up. Okay, he always feeling like his time is always up, and he always want to perform and put on, so people can see his value. Okay, but at the same time, it's a lot of stress that come with that. Who knows? He probably had to call his parents to perform just so they can see him. They too busy. They too busy compromising. Let them tell it. Oh, we too busy trying to provide the best life. Who? For yourself, because you didn't come get him. He had to come find you. Okay? But his instincts are off. He all in his head. So let's find out why his instincts are off. Okay? Yeah. Bless his heart. Grew up in a hard time. Grew up in a hard moment. Okay? This always remind me growing up in the concrete jungles. Growing up in a stressful situation. Growing up in the streets. Okay? But still making something out of yourself. Coming from nothing. Okay, where is the fertile? Where is the ground for him to even grow from? He grew from the cracks. The little bit of dirt that was kicked off in the cracks, he grew from that. The little bit that people were giving him, he grew from that. Okay, and he found the courage to do so. Okay, because we got the postpone card here. Because he probably looking out the window, waiting on those parents to come, waiting on them to show up. Seeing that his life is going to be brighter, because he knew that his life was dark and gray in the hood. Okay? And he was looking out, waiting on them to come. Did they ever show up? It was always a postponement. It was always a reason. It was always an excuse. Okay? So they didn't come pick him up, so his instincts were off. He couldn't trust them. You said you was going to come pick me up this Christmas, and here it is, another Christmas, and I still haven't seen you. His instincts are off. He's not very trusting. Okay? He came from nothing and grew, okay, and created something for himself. Because the people in his life were always postponing, always making excuses, always coming up with some type of reason. So he's not able to release that, okay? And he may take it out on the whole community, honey. And why wouldn't he? Because the mother and the father, the two people who were supposed to love him, supposed to cherish him, supposed to protect him, were not, okay? So why would he like people who look just like them? Let's just keep it real. Look at the psychology of it. The two people who was opposed to, obligated to. Now, I don't know what his life was after they picked him up. Okay? But clearly they didn't reconcile that hurt because it's still there. Okay? So he's not able to release this. He's still in his head about it. Okay? And he felt isolated. Okay, he may have his moments when he sit by himself and cry, but he's still cold, stone-faced. Okay, he still feel like he's alone, even when he's in a room of thousands of people, 50,000 people. Okay, he's not able to release this. Okay, he felt isolated. Okay, he may shed tears sometimes, but he may not, because this card also speaks of him. He may be crying. Okay, maybe isolated, but he's not crying enough to melt this coldness off his heart. It's not enough tears to melt that. Okay, because we have the flowering card here. Okay, because he was not given enough fertilization, or was he? He was given enough crap. Let him tell. He was given enough crap, and you know, flowers can they need a little crap. Okay, they need a little fertilization to be able to grow. So he had a lot of crap, okay, that flowered him, that allowed him to grow. He grew from that crap, okay, but it still left him feeling isolated, and he's not releasing that. You see it all in his eyes. So he needs to learn his self-worth. Give me more about self-worth, Travis Scott. So he don't know his self-worth, okay, and therefore he lead with that with his emotions, okay, because he oh my God, I'm about to cry. He does not feel complete. It could go to the completion card. He feel like there's part of him that's missing. There's puzzles that's missing. What part is missing? Up in his head area, okay? Where he see the views that he see, the way he view things, that's missing. That's a sense of completion. Where is that puzzle piece? Okay? Because his existence, with the existence card, he's trying to find his existence. He want to know, where do he belong? Okay, this card also speaks of knowing that you do have a place here. You just don't know where it is, but you do have a place. Please believe. So he's feeling like segments of This is, you see segments of Travis Scott right now because he's all in his head. He don't know his self-worth at all. Okay. Parents may have had the best intentions. They probably want to go to school. They want to give him the best. But how good are your intentions if you live in a great house and you go back and your mother, your elderly mother, is still in the hood raising your child? Now you being selfish. I'm sorry. You being selfish at this point. Shoot, I know girls who need to go get high school diplomas, GEDs, community college, go to school, strip, everything, still got their kids with them. Okay? With no excuses, walking to the bus stop, pushing a stroller, while with another baby in their stomach, pushing a stroller, no dad in sight, no father in sight, no baby daddy in sight, and she's still pushing on to go drop her kids off at a daycare that she can't afford so that she can go work at a job that's not paying her enough so that she can go to school and get an education for her kids to get them out of the hood. Now, I've seen girls with my own two eyes do that. Now you tell me that a mother and father couldn't come together and come up with a schedule so they both can still achieve their dreams, at the same time protect and grow and grow their son in a safe environment, at the same time not put burdens on the elderly mother? Now give me cards to help heal this brother. We need to heal this brother. So how can we heal Travis Scott? They could have picked him up and gave him the best life, gave him all the things that all the Jordans, all the everything that he possibly could need, and that still did not take that hurt out of his eyes. Okay, because we have divine. Okay, the first card is signs. There are signs right here that he needs to pay attention to. That he see. That's in this purple speaks of his brow chakra. Because remember, he's in his head. He's in this chakra, the main chakra that connects to all his chakras. So he in his head. So he's not connected to his emotion. He's not connected to too much of nothing. Okay, you only see his emotion in his eyes, which is in his brow chakra, right? So his instincts are messages from the divine. Okay, he's receiving messages. Okay, he needs to pay attention to the signs. Okay, and follow those signs so that he can get past his hurt. Okay, and remember, look right here, the completion card. This is the part that he needs to be completed, right? That's the part of the puzzle that's missing. Somebody's holding that piece. He's holding that piece. The divine is holding that piece. He needs to go ahead and listen to the signs. Okay, listen to the signs so that he can feel completion again and receive that divine love. Okay, not the love that you miss from a parent. Okay, the divine love. It says when you offer everything to the divine with detachment, which means letting go, releasing. When you release, you begin a love affair with spirit. Okay, divine love. Okay, so the love that he lacked from his parents. Okay, that he felt maybe even in his community, because he dogged his community. Okay, he dogged the hood. Okay. So he needs to get that divine love. This is a green card which speaks about his heart chakra. Remember? Okay. This is heart. He's missing some completion when it comes to his emotions and his sacral chakra. His heart chakra needs to be healed with divine love. Okay? Because we all know that the love, I'm not saying that his parents didn't love him. They just had a different type of way of showing it. Okay? Let's pull some more cards here for healing Travis Scott. Heal Travis Scott. Okay, actions. Okay, right now. It says right now, take right actions. Take the right actions, Travis Scott. Okay, let's get it clear. It says this card literally means let everything that wants to go go. Let everything that wants to go go, and everything that wants to come come. Okay, receive your blessings. Okay, know your self-worth. Okay. Because when he know his self-worth, he'll start valuing other people's lives. Okay. Maybe he won't want to rage. Okay. He rage is because he's not letting those emotions out. So he needs y'all to rage and dance with him in his pain. Handle that pain. And people ain't got to rage with you. We can just dance and groove and two-step. Sure, what's wrong with a good two-step? Honey, a good two-step, you ain't going to step on nobody's foot. You're good. When we raging, honey, we stepping on people next. We stepping on too much. Get the rage out of you, honey. Get out of your head. Okay, get out of your head. So people ain't got to rage with you. Okay, next. Let's see if there's anything else we need for Travis Scott healing. I got a feeling I want to pull from another card. Okay, we're going to pull the animal cards. Okay. Okay, something is drawing me to, he's giving me out some type of animal. So we'll see what animal cards do Travis Scott need to pay attention to, or what messages from his animal side. Okay. All right. First we have the platypus. Oh, that's his spirit animal, the platypus. It says stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. Okay. It says stop complaining, Travis. Focus on the blessings that's in your life, okay? Because we have the tiger card. It says you're being called upon to provide leadership. So trust that you're capable of doing so. Okay? It's time for you to stand up and have strength, okay? Because you're being called upon for leadership. And so people can trust you again, okay? People need to know if they come into astral world, they can leave and go home, okay? We have the zebra here. It says, let go of your fears and know that you are safe and protected at all times. All. Okay, because he didn't feel safe and protected for a long time as a child, when he had two able-bodied parents who was able to do so. So he needs to let go of these fears, release it again, release his family issues that he had in his head, and know that you are protected at all times, Travis Scott. So that's going to conclude the reading for Travis Scott. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys stay tuned to the next soul therapy. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye.